Hi, good morning all. And here's a message for the week, the 30th of September, commencing the 30th of September, 2024. Might resonate with a few of you, others it may not. So let's have a look what's going on this week with a few of you. And please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Really appreciate it if you do. The link is there. I always do that because my camera mirrors. The screen's mirrored. Oh, right. I'm chucking the cards everywhere here. What's that? So Queen of Cups. So with this, again, it's kind of quite a, I want to say emotions running quite high with a few of you out there. You might not see that because the screen is actually blurred, but I will take a picture of the cards and put up there. But so, yeah, with this, the Queen of Cups emotions running quite high here at the moment. Maybe some of you feeling not loved or being pushed to one side as well and kind of on the verge of giving up or wanting to give up. Again, I do also feel if I get my words out, issues with family here as well. I want to say so that again, some arguments, disagreements could be arising this week with this in a big way. But I kind of want to say to you here, the Ace of Wands is making an appearance here with this. So I kind of feel there could be something of an opportunity that comes out the blue here to lift your spirits up. Somebody might pay attention to you, might give you a compliment, to give you that reassurance with this. So again, it's kind of don't do anything silly, but just say thank you very much. But again, that's going to bring in the confidence for you to go forward later on down the line, maybe, in 2-3 months' time. But there is something to do with growth here as well. So if you're feeling down, feeling not loved, feeling a little bit crazy at the moment, there is an offer coming in here. There is something that's going to get you out of this heavy energy, I'm going to say, in a really good way. And I kind of feel you haven't got to worry about family, you haven't got to worry about people. You've got to kind of put yourself first here, which is important. But for some of you, you've been tied up for so long here. You again being kept prisoner, or you again not being loved. It's just kind of having a mask pulled over your eyes, if you know what I mean. So you can't actually see where you're going or what you're doing here. And again, I just feel there's something that's coming in. It's going to break this cycle. You're going to free yourself here from toxic energy. I'm going to say toxic energy. There's just something that's not quite right here, but you are going to be breaking free here. Again, this week could be some signs, like I say, a compliment or something, a tap on the back. Whatever it is, it's just going to make you realize that you've got something special, that you can go forward here. Again, there could even be an offer with work here. Again, if there's work, it's going to take you in a new direction here. But there's just something that's, gonna, oh my god, I can't believe that moment, if you know what I mean. But again, it's also obviously with work. You see, I just feel relationships, work, and everything are going to come to the forefront this week or over the next 2 weeks here with some of you. And with this, it's kind of, this Ace of Pentacles, that there is new ideas, there is a new situation, there's just a new chapter with work here coming in for you. And it's like even maybe giving a golden egg to make it grow. But there's something that's the wow factor that's here, and it's like the offer might be too good to be true. With some of you think, oh no, that'll never happen, but it is going to happen. There's something that's like you've got this in your hand. It is inventing you, I want to say as well, this week, and what you really want, where you really want to go here. Like I say, I'm keep being drawn to this, the Eight of Swords here. So I know there's been some toxicity around you. There's been you tied up, you controlled. There's just something that you are going to break the cycle here. It needs to be broken because it can't keep going on the way you're going. They might think they're in control and they're controlling you or controlling the situation, but no, you've got to be out of this and go forward here. But there is an offer to take you out of that. They might be thinking, all sorts of things, but draining the life out of you. But actually, they're not. They don't know what you're really thinking, if you know what I mean. So they can't read you, these people. So I hope that makes sense. It sounds confusing, doesn't it? But again, you're putting a smoke screen there. They think they've got you, but they ain't got you. That kind of energy here. So I know there is something that's you know, transpiring and going forward here for you, but in more ways than you can imagine. But there's a golden egg, whatever, money, finance, there's something there that's going to take you in a new direction, and it's kind of going to be it's going to restore balance. It's going to be like, oh my god, it's long overdue here. So again, the Chariot, you know, if an offer comes in, it's like rushing. I don't want you to rush. We need to take our time. We need to just go with the flow. You know, for perhaps quite a few months, you've been going round and round in circles, feeling lost and not knowing a way out. And then this opportunity is coming along this week, or you know, the next couple of weeks. But like I say, it's like we don't need to rush it. If we rush, we could fall back on our backside again. So we've just got to take our time. But there is an offer, you know. Yes, it's going to be too good to be true, but guess what? It's going to be absolutely amazing. There's these kind of, I know I've started this, someone paying you attention, someone giving you a compliment. That's going to be a trigger of actually, I've got this. Oh my God, I feel really good about this. I feel, you know, and it's going to bring in other things here. It's going to take you out of, you know, a crazy situation, what you're perhaps in at the moment, and you can't see a way out, but actually you will see a way out. It's all the people that are trying to, you know, hide or pull the wool over your eyes. But, you know, and you've perhaps been in it for quite some time, but this is where you've got to get your power back. This is where you're going here. But we don't need to rush here. There could be some heartache along the way here. Okay, so again, this could be where someone's going to speak out and you're not going to expect what they're going to say to you, and it's going to affect you with emotions and all this. Somebody might be saying here they're going to leave. They're on the way. They're going to go. And but again, this is where you've got to be in your power to go forward. Like I say, there's an opportunity coming here. That opportunity, if they say they're going to leave, that might be a blessing in disguise for some of you. And again, that's going to allow growth, and that's going to allow a bigger transition here. So if they do, somebody does come along and say, oh, I'm leaving, so this could be a relationship here. If someone says, oh, I've had enough, I'm going, and this, that, they've perhaps controlled you and tied you up for so long, where actually it's going to be a bit of relief, because it's kind of, you've been expecting them to do something and you've had to do something, if you know what I mean. But again, they're going to shock you here, because these people are going to be doing something. They're going to be actually, you know, setting you free, if you know what I mean. But again, that is you know, it's long overdue. You know, I do feel some of you have been tied up for so long, and there is a new lease of life out there for you. Don't get me wrong, jumping ahead, December might be a little bit crazy for you here, but again, keep your feet on the ground, keep focused on the bigger picture, which is yourself here. So I'm just jumping ahead here with this, but this week, next week, this could be a trigger of things here, and there is a little bit of heartache here, you know. So I call this the affair card, the Three of Swords, but excuse me, I just feel this is kind of being stabbed in the back. There's just some high emotions coming out of the blue here, but I think it's needed. There's definitely an offer coming, and again, somebody might, like I say, might be paying attention to you. There might be, you know, trying to pull you into something, but don't do that. Just accept the compliments, but that is then a sign. Oh, my hand's going here. So there's receiving something here. There's something really good, some really good energy that's coming in. So some of you have perhaps been same shit, different day for far too long, and you think, oh, it's never going to change. I'm never going to meet anybody. I'm never going to do this. Never going to get out of my situation. Watch this space, because there's just a shift in the energy, especially with the moons and whatever. There is a big shift here, and it's perhaps your calling here, you know, in more ways than one. But you know, we don't need to rush. I just don't want you to, you know, if you get an opportunity, to just focus just all on that one situation, that one thing. It's the wrong thing to do. You need to tackle everything around you, and it's important. So again, it's kind of making sure you close the doors properly around you to go forward. So if you don't close the doors properly around you, they're going to come back and bite you on the arse. So you've got to be in your power here with all of this, you know, and it's taking time. There is going to be, you know, a bolt of lightning coming here. This is a tower card here. So I do feel there is a tower moment that could be coming, that's going to create all this, the shit to hit the fan, if you know what I mean. But again, I want to say to, you know, who this resonates with here, it's a blessing in disguise. You haven't had to speak out. It's just coming. Even though it's a shock to your system where you thought everything's okie-dory and this, that, and the other, and it isn't. But this is a shock to the system to move forward here. But accept it, take it, do it, because there's plain sailing ahead here. You know, there's something, it's kind of cruel to be kind, isn't it? But there is this transition of going forward. But then we've got the Knight of Cups here where you can actually start moving forward. You can start bringing the balance in. You can start planning your future. At the minute, your future's perhaps up in arms because you don't know where you're going, left, right, or centre. But going forward, steady, you know, it's there for you. You've got this in your hand. Watch out for the offers of opportunity. Take them, but just go with the flow with it. Focus on shutting the doors around you before, and you've got this in a big way. Hope you understand that. Stay safe, stay focused, stay positive, you know, and blessings from Spirit.